Hello, and welcome to the Candidate Forum for Mohawk Students Association Board of Directors and Mohawk College Student Governor elections. These elections are for the 2020-2021 terms of office. My name is Jamie Smith, and I'll be your moderator for today's forum. Let's start by introducing the candidates who were able to join us today. We'll start with those candidates running for the MSA Board of Directors. Candidate for the position of MSA President is Garrett Blair. Garrett is currently in 4th semester of the Child and Youth Care program at Fennell campus. Candidate for the position of MSA Vice President Internal Advocacy is Asheik. Asheik is a first-year student of Global Business Management program at the Fennell campus. Candidate for the position of MSA Vice President External Advocacy is Pamir. Pamir is also first-year student of Global Business Management program at Fennell campus. Candidate for the position of MSA Vice President of Finance is Tyler Harnish. Tyler is a second-year journalism student. Candidate for the position of MSA Stony Creek Director is Darrell Patel. Darrell is a student in the Manufacturing Automation Millwright program at the Stony Creek campus. Our candidates for the position of Mohawk College Student Governors are Hardik Shalia. Hardik is a student in the Computer Systems Technician Software Support program at Fennell campus. Jiban Sajim is a student in the Global Business Management Family Enterprise program at Fennell campus as well. We also have several candidates who were unable to attend today. Candidate for the MSA IAHS Campus Director is Samira Malik. Samira is a student in the RPN BSCN Level 2 program at the IAHS campus. Candidate for the Stony Creek Campus Director is Ronak Patel. Ronak is in the 1st semester of a Manufacturing Engineering Technician program, Automation Industrial Mechanic Millwright. Candidate for the Stony Creek Campus Director is Radolph Anderson. Radolph is also the Stony Creek campus currently enrolled in the Manufacturing Engineering Technician Automation. Candidate for the Stony Creek Campus Director is Kishan Patel. Kishan is currently enrolled in a diploma program with the focus on manufacturing engineering. Welcome to all of our candidates here today. Okay. Now we will follow the order of introductions and hear from the MSA presidential candidate. Please note that each candidate has a minute to deliver their opening statements. We'll start with our presidential candidate, Garrett Blair.
Hello, Mohawk students. My name is Garrett Blair, and I'm vying for president of the Mohawk Students Association. I'm in semester 4 of Child and Youth Care. I believe that I'm the right person to lead the MSA through the 2020-2021 term because I'm a team builder and I believe that you are only as strong as your team is. Throughout the past year, I have routinely reached out to students not only to see what the MSA is doing right, but to see what some of our gaps are in order to be able to improve them. I want students to know that they will be at the forefront of any and all decisions that I make and that the board makes as it pertains to them, and I want to work tirelessly to ensure that all students under the Mohawk College umbrella feel respected and feel that they are a part of the community. I believe in having a doors open policy to ensure that any student, no matter what their question, comment, concern is, can come to the MSA and ask to speak to any one of our board of directors, myself included, and be welcome with open arms and open ears. So for the next 10 days and throughout the entire semester, you will see me around the halls talking to students, getting their feedback. Please feel free to come up to me, ask me questions, comments, concerns, give your feedback. I want to hear from you. I want you to know that I care, and I want you to know that I will work for your confidence every single day. Thank you.
Now we'll hear from our candidate for VP Internal Advocacy, Asheik.
Hello everyone, my name is Asheik. My program is Global Business Management and I'm in my 2nd semester. The position I'm running for is VP Internal Advocacy and my agenda is right scholarship for the right students and giving Presto vouchers to the co-op students as well. Thank you.
Next, we'll hear from our candidate for VP External Advocacy, Pamir.
Hello Mohawk. I'm Pamir running for the VP External Advocacy. I'm a second semester student in the Global Business Management, and if I'll tell you a little about myself, I'm an MBA graduate and an entrepreneur from back in India. I've been working in the entertainment and media business for the last 13 years now, roughly. So I'm here to give you an assurance that we are going to be bridging the gap between all our campuses in Hamilton, and secondly, students who need their help to explore their talents in other campuses and other places in Ontario with the other colleges that they want to work with. I'm here for you. So I hope and to see you all together after my elections. Thank you.
Next, we'll hear from our candidate for VP Finance, Tyler Harnish.
Hello, Mohawk students. My name is Tyler Harnish, and I am a second-year journalism student running for the position of VP Finance for the MSA's Board of Directors. Over the last year, I've had the pleasure of working with the current MSA VP Finance, and I've come to learn and love what the finance position does, as well as part of a thing with journalism is to take a high level of knowledge and knock it down to a bit of a third-grade level knowledge. And I feel that that's what finance needs, is somebody that can explain it in a way that everybody would be able to understand, and nobody will get confused by the high level of numbers that happens with finance. And that's all I got. Thank you.
Now we'll hear from our candidate for Stony Creek Director, Darrell Patel.
Hello everyone. My name is Darrell Patel and I'm running for Stony Creek Director, and I believe that I'm the right person for this because I have the inner thrust to do something better, and I take challenges to betterment of myself, and this time I take this challenge to do something better for my community and my college. So it is a very huge opportunity for me, and yes, I'm ready for this, and for that I need your support. So please vote for me. I need your support, and after getting elected, I want to do whatever I can do for you without any racism or without any hesitation. You can come with me, and I can go hand in hand. We can, I win, you win, it's win-win situation. So please vote for me, and yes, please vote for me.
Next, we'll hear from our candidate for Mohawk College Student Governor, Hardik Sheila.
Hello Mohawk students, I'm Hardik Sheila. I'm running for Board of Governor. I'm in computer software support in the first year, and I was experienced about peer tutoring in the first semester, and I'm also working as a student success mentor, and I cannot reach every student to help student success. That's why I'm running for this position. I want to become a voice of every students. That's why I'm running for this position. If you want to vote, then I'm definitely your choice. Thanks.
Now we'll hear from our candidate for Mohawk College Student Governor, Jiban Sajim.
Hi, my name is Jiban Sajim. I'm a second semester Global Business Management Family Enterprise student. I'm running for Board of Governors position, and I can assure that I'll be there for you to represent to the board members.
Thank you, candidates. Let's move on to the question period of the forum. Each candidate will have 1 minute to answer the question posed to them. Starting with our presidential candidate, Garrett Blair, who has been acclaimed. What are your top 2 priorities for your term?
So I'm glad that you asked that. One of my big priorities is I would like to re-engage the students using the board of directors. So what I foresee for that is having the board go around and just sit down and talk to students and try and, figure out kind of what's the word on the street, what are students feeling in a more personal one-on-one connection than behind like a Facebook post or an Instagram post. My second priority is I would like to work with the college to identify gaps with both domestic and international students and see where the MSA and college can partner on trying to fill some of those gaps.
What would you say is your biggest challenge facing post-secondary students today?
I know that one of the biggest challenges that I've heard whenever I've talked to any of the students is the access and affordability of post-secondary institutions, ranging from textbooks to the tuition. I know that a lot of students right now are really facing struggles with paying for post-secondary, and that is something that I definitely have very high on my list of priorities that I would like to try and work towards coming up to the college and working with the college to try and assist them, because I don't believe that cost should be a barrier to go to post-secondary institutions at all.
Our final question for presidential candidate is, what qualities do you feel an ideal student leader must possess?
I think that an ideal student leader needs to be open and honest as well as trustworthy. We're going to have students coming to us when they're in a really great mood or when they're in a really, really not so great place. And I think that it is crucial for any student leader to be able to empathize and really understand that, students face struggles throughout their day-to-day life, and it's our job to listen and try and come up with solutions to assist them. And I think that to show sincere empathy is crucial to being a student leader, because we want to make Mohawk College a better place for students, and getting that one-on-one interaction time with student leaders is crucial.
Next, we'll hear from our candidate for VP Internal Advocacy, Asheik. What will be your focus during your term of office?
So my focus would be addressing student needs. So when I interacted with the students, they would tell me, like, these problems was not being taken to MSA or something like that. So I'll make sure that each and every problem they would face, I would bring into the board of directors and sort out a solution for that.
Can you tell us a bit about your past leadership experience?
I was the student president of my previous college, so I have enough and more experience about interacting with students and addressing their needs. So I think that's the best leadership experience I've ever got from my previous college. And I do a lot of volunteering in Mohawk College for the Walk Smart, for the student life, and even for the recreational games. So that's it. Yeah.
What would be your message to the students of Mohawk College?
My message of students to the Mohawk College is going to be, go extra mile. You're not here to study something which is on the books. So go extra mile and be you, be yourself. Yeah.
Next, we'll hear from the candidate for VP External Advocacy, Pamir, who has also been acclaimed. Why did you choose to run for VP of External Advocacy?
Well, it's very simple. We have such a strong brand that's Mohawk College, and this needs to reach out to more people out there in Canada all itself, one. Two, we have students back in India who are not even aware of where do you start if your Canadian education journey has to begin. So for me as a VP, it would be like, it could be social media, could be interaction with other colleges and other office holders of different colleges in Ontario. I'll start right there and get our college up on the map. That's the plan.
What are your top two priorities during the term of office?
Well, number one definitely being bridging the gap, because there are points that I have seen in our education format over here, is that we're too bound by either our jobs or assignments and examinations, but there's nothing happening beyond that. No one's reaching out of the doors of college. It's like you get in and you're forgotten. So now the first step for me is to make sure that students are now connecting with our other Mohawk campuses, that's IAHS and Stony Creek to start with. Secondly, students do know that they need something, but they don't know how to work towards this. That's going to be my priority, is like give them those, I would say, the guidance sheet, that this is how you can plan your career, this is how you can plan your education, and your time management, which you think is a very complex deal, is actually just common sense. So working around with students is my objective right from the beginning.
Right. What qualities do you believe an ideal student leader should possess?
Well, something the president has already said is being empathetic, because it is very important for a leader to first of all be able to understand what the problem is and where the person is coming from. So empathy is obviously number one on my chart. Second is accepting, because five fingers aren't the same. So not everyone is the same. So I have to learn, and me as a leader have to learn that I have to accept everyone's ideas, everyone's thought process, and then process and give them a solution on it. So for a leader, it's extremely important to be empathetic, one, and accepting, number two.
Next, we'll hear from our candidate for VP Finance, Tyler Harness, who has also been acclaimed. What is your understanding of the role of VP of Finance?
I'd have to say my understanding of the role of VP Finance is that they're more of the face for the whole finance team, and that they're there to take the information that the finance team can provide us and the students and break it down so that way the students who maybe not be in a finance program will be able to understand that.
What are your top two priorities for your term in this role?
I'd have to say for my first priority, it's to help the students get a more of a stronger understanding of who the MSA is and what they do, what they can provide students with. And for my second one, I'd say it's more of trying to explore and find new ways that we could save students money while still giving them that strong college experience that they've come to know and love.
Do you have any special messages for Mohawk students?
Don't be afraid to get out there and get involved in any way you can, whether it's just coming to our events or coming to the clubs that we have here on campus. Anything you can do to get involved, do it.
Next, we'll hear from our candidate for MSA Stony Creek Director, Darrell Patel. Why did you choose to run for the MSA?
I choose this position because I have the hunger to do something better for my student, my college, and I have the inner hunger to take challenges, and I want to be a more knowledgeable and be need to do and learn something better from day to day. I want to improve myself day to day matter. So I take this position to make my life better, and I want to make my life better with my students. So it's a win-win situation. If I win, my student also win. So I like this position.
What are your top two priorities for Stony Creek campus if you are elected?
Yes, after electing, my first and foremost priority is to fill out the gap between authority and students, and there is something that no every issue can handle it out. So I can work on a common minimum program, so that can I'll do better for my community. So yes, first and common minimum program, and my second priority is to take out more events from students, so they can feel this college as that own home, and they can fill out the cultural gap between that mother state and this particular Canada. So it's very necessity to yes make friends and get together for students to help each and every person.
What challenges do you feel students at the smaller campuses face?
Yes, compared to Fennel campus, the Stony Creek is a little bit small campus, and there is some lack of opportunity or compared to Stony Creek, compared to Fennel, and there is a IT department is not there, particular IT department. So the one more thing, so I have to work for that and do something better for the Stony Creek campus particular.
Moving on to the Board of Governors student governor candidates. First, we'll hear from Hardik Sheila. Why did you choose to run for the student governor position?
I would like to say about I have experience about past leader, and I was a orientation leader from computer department in the Jan Intech, and I would like to reach every student to help them as per academic and some out of academy success and reach to get extra activity or co-curriculum activity and events. That's why I'm running for that position.
What do you feel is the role of the college's Board of Governors?
From college board of governor, that position help to reach out every students and listen their problem, and I can solve out from governor department, and I can help you by that role.
How do you feel being the student governor will impact you professionally and socially?
That's helped me to become more interactive and that professionally in my future for like a management field or some activity like social event activity, I can help more students and some peoples.
Next, we'll hear from Jiban Sajim. Why did you choose to run for student governor position?
To say, to frankly, it was one of my biggest dream to become a part of this international student and work for all. And secondly, I would like to I would like to show all my talents, communications, and skills in this position, so that it will be helpful to run this position.
What do you feel is the role of the college's Board of Governors?
While talking about the role of College Board of Governors, I'm pretty happy to say that I would like to interact with the students and bring the issues to the board members directly. Then I like analyze like the issues from the both like international and domestic students, and we will just figure it out how to solve that.
How do you feel being a student governor will impact you professionally and socially?
Talking about the responsibilities, like I'm pretty sure that it is a great opportunity for me to develop my talents, skills, and my leadership qualities. Then which includes accountability, responsibility to both the board members as well as the students. And secondly, when it comes to the sociality, I can confidently say that I can be a best part of the students so that they can communicate with their board. So they can use me as a medium to communicate with the board.
Before we thank all the special people involved with this forum, I would like to remind you that voting period is from March 3rd till March 6th. You'll receive your email to your mohawkcollege.ca email address. Be sure to practice your right to choose your representative. And remember, it's your college, it's your voice, and it's your vote. With that being said, the Candidates Forum has come to an end. I would like to thank all of the candidates for taking the time to participate in this forum and for sharing your thoughts with the audience here at studio and students who are watching this elsewhere. Special thanks to TV broadcasting students for putting this forum together for us. Thank you for joining us today.